Okay, what's going on, guys? Zephyrnix here. Let's hop right to it. This is my review for E3 2013. Let's jump into it. Metal Gear Solid 5 was announced. Great. That's for Xbox One. For Xbox 360, you have World of Tanks, Dark Souls 2, and Max, of course, of something, whether another, whatever. I don't know. But they did announce that from now on, between now to up to to November, which is when Xbox One will be released, you will now get 2 free games on the Xbox 360 library for all Gold members. That's actually pretty cool. I'm down with that. Okay, Xbox Live Gold Plus, right? Anyway, moving on. You got Rise, which looked kind of like a knockoff of God of War, but more realistic. And they actually went ahead and used a lot of the quick time events during the battles, which, to be perfectly honest with you, they used a little too much. Killer Instinct was announced. The characters looked decent, and the background's apparently move when you hit something, so that looked all right. Insomniac is now releasing a game called Sunset Overdrive, which I originally thought was a driving game, but wound up being kind of like a shooting parkour game. Actually, it looked kind of fun. I'm going to go ahead and check it out. Forza 5 was announced, well, not announced, but it was shown. It actually looked really good. Some guy was like, "Oh, Microsoft failed because they put a car on the actual stage." I'm like, Sony bought a van on the actual stage. The fuck? That wasn't a fail, but moving on. Microsoft announced Minecraft for Xbox One. Okay, I hope it, I don't know. Anyway, Quantum Break was announced, was shown rather, and it's kind of pretty cool actually. Basically, you can actually interact with the world despite the fact that time has stopped. I think it was done before, but either way, I thought it was actually pretty cool. D4, I do remember a game called D3, but D4 is actually now out. Will actually be, it was announced rather. It looked like it might be a Kinect game, and it was a shell-shaded game as well, but I'm not really sure. No info was given too much at the time of this video. Project Spark actually sparked my interest. Basically allows you to create a world by using Smart Glass and or Kinect to go ahead and do it, and then at the same time, you are more than welcome to go ahead and actually have it's multiplayer, so you guys can play together or apart or whatever you want to do. So I kind of thought that was cool. It was actually a mix between Scribblenauts and Little Big Planet. And seeing as a lot of people like Little Big Planet and Scribblenauts, and as I personally have promoted both Little Big Planet and Scribblenauts, I definitely suggest that this game should actually be, you know, a decent seller. I think it's a great game. I really do. I thought it was really fun, you know. So moving on, announcements, real quick. They were talking about the share button. I'm going to tell you right now, if you find anyone who actually tells you that Microsoft stole the share button from Sony, these are people that do not know their gaming history, because the share button was actually originally shown on Live. This generation, at least. It was actually on Live. Sony got that from them. So, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. Because I know someone's going to be stupid and say, you know they will. Anyway, Upload Studio is basically a movie editor where you can go ahead and edit the movies that you want to go ahead to. Like, say, like you play the game or whatever, you can take it, you can edit the movie, like, or whatever, put some special effects into it. I thought it was actually pretty goddamn good. So definitely worth checking out. And then it had like a little kind of like a theme to it or whatever. So you definitely want to go ahead and see that. The Xbox can broadcast directly to Twitch. Also good, since I've really become a Twitch user as of recently. Microsoft points are now gone. You can add more friends now. I actually didn't see how many friends you can actually add. Someone please inform me about that. But I did get excited over Xbox Live Gold sharing, where if one person has a gold account on there, everyone on your actual system has access to gold, which is great, because that was the biggest problem. I hated paying for 2 gold accounts, so that's actually good. Then came the audio fail, which Crimson Dragon was announced. There was no audio to it, but it still looked decent. Dead Rising 3 was announced. The Witcher 3 was announced, which I'm more excited for The Witcher 3 than actually Dead Rising. Then an audio fail happened again with Battlefield 4. Now I started laughing really, because I remember 2 years ago when there was an audio fail, or a fail in general, I forget it was, audio fail I think it was, for Sony. Now I bet you between 1/4 and 1/3 of the video, people are going to be talking about that, like cracking on Microsoft because of the auto fail. When 2 years ago, they was like, well, it's just how a live show goes. It's just how a live show goes. It happens. It happens. Watch. I bet you. Hypocrites all around. I bet you. Watch. They're going to be like, Microsoft failed because of audio fail. Watch. I bet you. Hypocrites all around. I know this thing. Anyway, they're also going to be using the word dog shit a lot, most likely too, which you know, it wouldn't be YouTube if it wasn't such a, you know, they weren't using such an overused phrase. I'm just saying. Moving on though, Overall, Battlefield, I don't give a damn about because Battlefield is not the original Battlefield that I know and love, so there you go. Below was another game. I don't know too much about it. Looked interesting, I guess. A random trailer that no one gives a fuck about, especially me. Halo 5 was announced, which is cool. Like, I really was like I was watching the trailer. I was like, what is this? What is this? Then the thing blew off. I was like, oh, Halo. Okay, so that was good. Respawn Studios announced Titanfall, which looks like a mix between Starhawk and Killzone, which, by the way, actually looks pretty goddamn good. I was kind of impressed with it. Last but not least, the retail value and price of the retail price and the date will be November, and the price will be $499. That's going to be for the actual Xbox One. Is that too much? Yeah, so far the thing has a lot of features, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, I could have done without the $499, maybe 3 or maybe even 2. But 4, goddamn, Microsoft, really? Overall, like I said, they said they were going to bring the games. They bought 19 of them, you know? So, like I said, they bought 19 games, all of which were actually pretty damn decent. You know, and I saw people on Facebook hating up a storm, trying to compare like things like you know, some games to like Zombie U, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? You know? But overall, like I said before, if I had to rate it, I give it a 7, about 7.5 out of 10. I could have seen more blockbuster, oh my god, are you kidding me? I know you didn't just rate me in the ass kind of games, but you know what? I didn't see too much of that. I saw Project Spark, which sparked my interest. I saw some good Xbox Live features that were going to be implemented, which I'm happy about. I saw Titanfall, but that's about it, really. That's pretty much all and Sunset Overdrive and Forza. I saw Killer Instinct, and but the thing is that Killer Instinct looks a hell of a lot different than it did. So I would say about 6 games out of the 19 games that they showed I'm interested in. So yeah, like I said, 7.5 out of 10. That's pretty much it for now. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and go ahead and check out my other YouTube channel, which is called 3 Bros All Game. That's where I go ahead and put most of my stuff at. You guys have a good night. Zeph out.